Welcome to MacroCode. If you are new to this channel, consider subscribing. Today we are going to proceed with our hospital management information system. So as you can see on your screen, this is our hospital management information system, and we are building this using .NET Blazor. So here we have our system codes, system code details. You can register, you can also log in. So on the system codes, just to log in, you realize that we have created a data that is coming from the database and some of these entries. So we were able to pull this data from the database. So if we just go to our system code details, so here we are using Blazor. So you can see we have all this information here. We have our edit buttons and delete buttons. Then we also have our service. So on initialize, we are getting all the system code details from our get system code details. So if you go to the implementation, so this is actually fetching data from the database. So you can see we are not using the API, and you can also get the system code by ID. So if you go to our app, you realize that we have all these buttons here and we have the delete. So if you say click new, so our button was not working from the previous episode. So I want us to make some changes to that particular section. So if you go to system code details, so here, I want us to remove this particular text, and inside our this particular button, so I just want us to do some things. So here I'll just do that. Then I can do here, so I can actually have these as div. So div, then you can say class. So I'll do class. Then I can have deflex, then justify, then you can say end. Justify, you can say this is justify content end. Then you can close this. Then here we can now have our mad button. So we'll copy this and you can have it here. So I'm going to remove this cell here. So you can actually say justify end. So let's just have this here. You can say justify, you can have justify content end. So that is it. Then we need to close our button once we have this. So here I'll just clone our mad button. Then we now have this section. So I'll remove this one. And here we need to have the text inside our mad button. So this is how it looks now. So if you see, this is how the screen looks like. So let's format. So if you go at the top, so this is how it looks. So you have the mad content, mad card content, then the mad button. So to have the link, so we need to add, so you can add the link here. So you can say href, then equals to, then we need to add the navigation here. So we want the add button. So this is the add system code. So we need to add that here. So I'll just add this here. So if we refresh our app, we should now be able to see the changes, and you can see our button has now moved to this particular side. So if I say add, then we have our button here. So you can see we have these particular sections. And you can see the save system code and the back to list. So this actually, so you can have these as, so if you go here, we have these buttons here. So you can see these buttons, and you can see, so we can even have this as a mad button. So let's just say here, save system code, and I can have these as here, I can say here type, button type. So then you can say equals to, then you can say button type, then dot, this is submit. So then here we can have the icons. You can say this is dot save. So you can have save. So you can have save. So if I just remove this and I do that, then you can have, you'll be able to see our button here. So there is some styles that we need to have here. So I can actually say this is, we need to have a float to end. So you can say here, So I can have my div here. So let's see. So I think this is, so let's just have this button here, then we'll be moving it to the end. So if you see the button, so we have this save system code. So if we just save here something, just some weird options here, and we can put it, if we click save, then you realize we have our entries here. So the next thing that I want us to do here is we need to also do the same for system code details. So this is what is pending. So we can copy the buttons, so we can actually have our list here. I'll just copy all of this. So here, and let's just take up to there. So we can also do the same for our system code details. So I'm going to remove this. So here, instead of doing system code, so it says details list, then this is system code details. Then here, down here, we can have the system code details list. Then this is so if we come here, we can have this here. Then you can say get system code details async. So this will give us all the list. Then here we need to have this as a system code detail. Then you'll be having this particular list here. So this list is what we need to embed here. And if you can see, this is saying cannot be the same as the enclosing. So you can say here system codes details list. So you can have this here. So then we can have the code, the description, the order. Then you can actually say here, you can add another column. So you can say this is a system code, then dot code. So then this one you can call this parent code. So if we just remove this, then you'll be having that code name, code description, then parent code or the number, then that's okay. So here, then this one should be system codes, should be having this. And this is, it says there is no argument. So if we check this, so let's just confirm. So it is, so we need to get the list. So, and here we are actually getting the system code detail by ID, but we want to get the system codes list. So do you have that particular service? So let's just go back to our, so here, the repository we only have for system code. So we need to create this as well. So I'll just click here, create that system code. So I'll just say system code. So this will be my interface. System code details repository, then that will be created. Then here I can have the same thing we've been having here. So I'll just copy this, and here I'll now have, so instead I'll remove that. Then this will be system code detail. Then I'll replace this here, and this will be system code details, system code detail by ID async system code. So this will be, we'll be adding add system code detail. Then this one as well, update system code detail. Then this is delete system code detail. So that this is our methods. So then we need to create our service. So that is here. We'll just come here, create a class, and I'm going to have that here. Then we are going to implement now. We need to inherit this. So let me zoom. Then this, that is what you are going to have. So if I just click here, you should be able to see, so let me zoom. So you should be able to see implement interface. So if I just click on it, then it will give us all the methods. So So let's just check for, and the first thing also is we need a constructor here. So I'll just do that, and you can reuse some of the things we have here. So you'll just copy this. The good thing is we are now going to reuse most of the items that we've developed. Then we now have, we need to add. So we need to add. So add system code detail. So Copilot to our rescue. So let's see if it will suggest something. So I can say here, so if I just do, so let me stop. Then you can say add system code detail to the database. So if I just do that, you can see what it is doing. So I'll just be, so here I can say return system code. So this is system code, and you can say this is returning system code. So what is the issue here? Cannot convert to. So this is I can do here sync. Then that is okay. So you can see this is fine. So on our system code, what did we add? So we were able to add this. So you can actually copy this here, and you can have it here. So we have everything as a sync. So this is system code, and this will be system code details. So this will be async, and here we can say delete system code by ID. So you can see if it's not existing, then it's actually giving us what we need. So, and it returns. So it checks first if it exists, then if it not, it throws a null. Then you can see here context, add a sync, remove. So can we do here wait? Then do you have remove? No. So that is fine. So here as well, get system code by ID. So let's just put in some comments. You can see, find the system code detail by ID. So here we are getting system code. So it just do here wait. Then we can do here sync. Then here we can say include. Why is it include? So there we go. Then created by, modified by, find by async, find first or default async, then we pass that, then we return. So that's fine. Then get system code details. So we need to change that. So if we do here, so we'll do here async. Then you can see it is returning everything. So you're going to do here. Then it will give us all the details. So update. So you can also do here async. Then we can do here. So give a comment. Find the existing code first. Then if it doesn't exist, return null. If it exists, update the properties. So and those are the properties that you can see there. There we go. There we go. We need to update to the database and return it. So you can see it has given us, so here system code ID. So we can say here should be system code, then so this should be system code detail. So this should be system code description, that is it, everything is there now. So if we go to our interface, realize that we've made some changes. So system code details, so update details, then this should be system code, then this is task. So if we go to our service, you can see it is complaining. So why is it complaining? So let's see. we say implement method, what has it done? So it is still giving us this. So we alter the name, get system code details. So here we need to remove this one, and that should fix the issue from complaining here. Then after doing that, we need to inject it to our program.cs. We need to do that here, and we can copy this, can have it here, and this one we can copy this and have it here. So then we need to import it on our imports. So we'll have it here. So we need to copy our interface. Then we can say system code detail service. So since we have this, then we can have so if we go to system code details, so we'll just do that, then get system code. So this is system code details async. So that is it, and we have that. So then if we launch our app, so this one we need to change it to system code list. So if we just relaunch our app now, we should be having this particular page. And we need now to create the create page of our app of system code details. So if you're new to this channel and you're watching our videos until this particular point and you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing, like the video, and comment down below. So you can see this is a system code. For the system code details, you can see our form is there. And we now need to, so you see it is giving us the full name. What is that? So this is the, actually you can say here title. Then you can say created by. So the same case, we need to do that here for the system code details. So if we just do here, I can provide the title. Then, since we have that, so let's just update and see. So if we update, should be able to see our app created by. That is okay. We now need to add add new system code detail, and this is where we are going to make use of drop downs. So here we will say add new system code details. So if we just click enter, then we'll be having our form. So I'll copy everything that we have here and paste it here. So here we'll say add system code detail. So this is what we need to have it on our list. We need to have it here. So we are going to change that. Then for the form, this is new system code details. Then you can see everything is now there. So if we relaunch this app now, so we are going to change this to now reflect to the new form of system code details. So let's just see. If we go here, we need to log in. And you can see if we click add new, it is saying add new system code. So if we change here to add new system code details. So if we update, then our app should change here to add new system code details. You can see this is fine. So I think that is it for this particular video. I'm going to leave it there. So on our next episode, we are going to save the system code details, and we are going even to add the drop down. So remember here needs to point back to the system code options, these ones. So see you in our next episode, and if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing and like the video. Bye.